Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Burn, baby, burn. Burn that mother down. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Burn, baby, burn. Burn that mother down.
Hey!
Sorry, folks. We were just listening to that.
I love that song.
Music pumps us up.
Yes, it does.
It's an
It's our
old-time
pump-up music.
favorite. That's
Yes,
right. It's
yes.
our pump-up favorite.
It's our pump up.
Welcome to the last and episode 10 of Tyler's Talk Football, sort of. Wow.
I hate to see the season come to an end.
We really do hate to see it come to an end.
This has been so much
But all
fun.
good things
Yeah,
do come to an
it's
end.
been fun. It's been fun.
It's been really fun being with you.
Yes.
And it's been such a pleasure, and we can't wait till next year.
And we want to say, before we do our toast, thanks for being awesome. I hope you can all see this.
Yes, thanks for being awesome.
Our brother, dear friend Jerry Whitted sent each of us a cup. Thank you for everybody for just being awesome.
That's right, that's
Yes,
right.
yes.
And today is Super Bowl Sunday.
Woo!
Super Bowl number 57.
57.
Wow, already.
Ooh, my goodness.
My goodness.
I'm so excited. And
Yes.
no need to talk about what didn't happen, but everybody knows.
Everybody
but,
knows.
But I'm excited for this.
Our
game.
teams didn't win, yes.
Our teams
I know.
didn't win, but we move on. We
will
support.
move on. We support.
We're not going to be spoiled sports.
No, of course
of
not.
course not.
Of course
So,
not.
yeah, go
We're
ahead,
football
sweetheart.
fans.
Yes.
That for sure. So, do you want to do our little toast?
Well, yes, honey. Today, you know what I'm drinking?
No, I can only imagine.
match my hair.
Billy. Yes. Oh, yes, of course. Oh.
Aperol spritz.
All right. And
It's
today
from Italy.
from Italy.
My dream trip from Italy, and I also am drinking water. Oops. In this cup given to us from Brother Jerry. It says, "Thanks for being awesome."
Yep, and of course, not of course, but today a little switch up, and today I just have some agua in here.
Yes. So
Okay.
cheers, sweetheart.
Cheers.
Cheers to a good day today.
Yes.
A clean.
And may
day.
your best team win.
Yes, yes.
All right, here we go.
Love this stuff.
Today
There's a little bite to it.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Okay.
Today we're going to preview the game a little bit. I mean, after all, it's the best two teams, the leading conference winners. I mean, you just can't play it any other way. Number one versus number one. Okay? And we're also going to talk about some great human interest stories that have come
I
up
love that. That's my
during
forte.
yes, that's your forte, Billy.
Yes.
Mrs. T. and so we got some great, interesting news for you if you haven't heard already. And at the end of the show, we'll give you our predictions. Okay?
I'm so excited. I want the best.
Yeah.
The bottom line, you want a clean,
Want the best.
safe game.
That's right.
Period. Period.
And talking about the game itself, now Philly, they're a juggernaut, and Kansas City has Patrick Mahomes. I mean, let's just break it down. I mean, Jalen Hurts has been a great quarterback all year.
Fantastic young man.
And, of course, Patrick
It's a
wins
delight.
the MVP. But at the same time, I do also think it comes down to the coaches. Nick Sirianni, is a young coach in his 30s. I mean, he had a great
Incredible.
year. But, Andy Reid is the standard of coaches in the NFL.
He's just beloved, isn't he?
He's very beloved.
Beloved man.
He used to be a former coach of Philly itself for many years.
Well, so today's going to be like, quite an emotional day, I'm sure, for him.
I'm sure. Emotional day for
Nice
him.
guy. I like
Yeah,
his
yeah.
whole
Andy
demeanor.
Reid is cool.
He's a good guy.
He's
Yeah.
kind of funny if you saw him in that State Farm commercial.
Yeah, I like
on the
him. I like
plane.
this guy.
He is quite the character, but it even shows in the play calls that he makes during the game. I mean, really. Remember that round the rosy thing that the team did one time?
That was his suggestion?
I'm sure that came from Andy.
Rick, who thinks about players with ring around the rosy? Never in a million years.
It didn't come from Patrick Mahomes, I can tell you that right now. So, at any rate, it's going to be a great game. And like I said, we'll give you our prediction at the end of the show. But we want to get into Billy's favorite topics, these human interest stories. And
there's so many.
there's so many. And we're going to get started right away with...
Well, this is my thing. I love the backstories.
Yes.
And this is our 10th. Is this our 10th show today?
Yes, it is. Our
last show this season. And I want to just first of all say you've done a great job. You bring the actual legitimate information. You bring the insight, and I bring the outside.
Hey, listen, we bring it together.
Thank you.
And that's
Thank
the main
you.
thing. And you've been a great partner.
Thank you.
You know, my
Thank
lady
you.
here.
Thank
and
you,
so,
sweetheart. Thank you.
you know, we're going to have a great time today.
Yeah.
And we're going to look forward to next season, but let's get it
Okay.
going.
So the thing is, I love a good backstory. I love human interest stories. I like digging in the dirt and finding things out that I think are optimistic and positive.
Yes.
I don't care about dirt. I mean,
Yeah.
good dirt.
Oh, we know what you mean.
Well, you know, hands down, the number to me. I mean, there's a lot of
Yes.
firsts going on today, and a lot of big stories, interesting
Yes.
stories, a great jambalaya of sports stories.
Oh, yeah, jambalaya.
Jambalaya. All right. You know who I am? I love this woman, and I am giving a toast, a double toast,
Double toast.
to the MVP. Now we don't know the actual MVP, but she is the most valuable parent. Miss Donna Kelsey, you go,
Miss
Mama.
Donna Kelsey, she's something else.
She is the mother of all moms. Now, Donna Kelsey, I'm sure all of you know. I mean, this story's been all over the news all week, last few weeks. I consider her the first mom. You know why?
Why is that?
Her sons, as we all know, Travis, who's playing for Kansas City, and Jason, who's playing for the Fly Like an
Eagle.
And da da da. Okay. They will become the first brothers to ever play against each other in the big game.
Yes.
This is huge. So she's the first mama. She birthed these boys. Okay? I'm intrigued with this story. How in the world was this done to have two? Now there's a lot of brothers in the NFL.
Over the course of
there's
the
a lot of
NFL, I
brothers.
think there's about 400.
Yeah,
I heard.
It's really not as uncommon as I thought initially, but this is the first time that two brothers have played in the NFL, Super Bowl game.
Yes.
Now, a little backstory on the Kelseys. They grew up near Cleveland. You knew that. As kids, these boys had mama and daddy going. Okay. They played hockey. They played basketball. They played soccer. They played baseball, and of course, excelled in football. Can you imagine the chaos in this Kelsey home? And
I can only imagine.
I mean, craziness. And some of the interviews I listened to today on Donna, this week, she said the boys were always competitive.
Of course.
I mean, and you know, boys, having sons myself, my geez, always fighting. Who wants to go first? Who wants to? You're looking at me. You're touching my food. You're breathing.
Right. Exactly.
You know, and so Donna said that the boys would argue and fight about who's going to race, who's going to sit in the front seat first,
Right.
who's going to drink their food, eat their food first, who's going to get to the table first. So these
course.
boys have always had that competitive nature. Now today, it's just fantastic. They're at the big dance.
Yeah, the funny thing about that is that they both play offense.
We'll be on the field at the same time. But whoever's gonna win. So all the reporters and the media's been all over the story saying, you know, Donna, what are you gonna do? I mean, there's gonna be a loser today. And this woman, you know what, hon? I like her demeanor.
Yeah.
I like her presentation. Ironically, in some other research we did, this lady has a broadcasting degree, so that kind of not that you know, I'm just saying the backstory, but her way she interacts with the camera.
Right.
I thought, man, she looks like she's maybe has done this before.
No, it sounds like she's done it before.
Yeah, she's done it before, but she also worked in banking and commercial real estate. And Mama's no joke herself.
Oh.
She was in the Junior Olympics.
Oh yeah, she's quite
in track.
In track and field.
So Mama can hold her own, okay?
Yeah, she can hold her own.
Okay, so Mom Kelsey and Dad Kelsey, we're giving credit to Mom and Dad. His parents divorced when the boys were, I think, 10 or 11, but stayed, made things happen so these boys can get what they need to get. Grow, exactly. Now the other thing that's so cool, I love these Kelsey brothers. I love them so much. I didn't know that. Of course, Travis is the more vocal, he's talking trash, and he's just the one that you would think would be, has had energy.
Right.
And I thought that Jason, I didn't know what kind of personality he had until we pulled up their podcast. Oh my goodness. One of my favorite new podcasts called New Heights. New Heights with Jason and Travis Kelsey. If you get a chance, check this podcast out. They're hilarious.
It's great.
They interviewed Mom a few weeks ago, and I think they've interviewed their dad. They had interviewed Gronk.
Yes.
And just different.
Just
they are
different
fabulous.
players. Yeah,
You want to know something?
What's that?
I kind of prefer them over the Manning brothers.
No.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I do. But, Mannings are cool guys.
Yeah,
I love this new energy of Kelsey,
The
Kelseys. So, congratulations to Mom, to Donna for raising stellar athletes that we're going to see today. Someone else asked her, well, who are you going to, after it's all said and done, whoever wins, who are you going to hug first? Didn't know this, that there's only a certain amount of people allowed on the field.
That's right.
And then the team that loses is shuttled off to their hotel, to the bus. So she'll be hugging the winner.
Yes.
And then the other one. And also something that was so sweet, and then we're
What's
going to
that?
move on from the Kelseys. She made cookies for the boys today. This week.
This week.
Now, is that not a mom thing?
It's just a mom.
So she
Just
brought
like a mom.
cookies to the stadium in Tupperware bowls.
Yeah.
I just love this woman. Donna Kelsey, you rock.
You rock.
You rock,
for
Donna.
sure.
You rock. So,
Valuable
I'm sure they'll
guy.
be having the camera on Mom today. The other thing, honey, all these Kelseys blowing up. Let me see, which one is this? The one who plays, the one with the beard. That is Jason.
That's Jason.
Jason. He has 2 children.
Yep.
His wife is due any
minute.
Any minute.
Right.
She's due any minute. So she'll be there today. And guess what? She brought her OBGYN.
Doctor.
The doctor is with her, so I'm sure
Just
when
in
the
case.
cameras, shows the shot of Mom, his wife, and the OBGYN, because this lady can go with it.
And
Maybe it could be
we
wanted.
heard that if she gets that close, she'll be shuttled out of the stadium
but how
right
cool,
to the hospital.
How cool! You bring your own doctor,
I
because
mean,
she's not missing this.
No.
Okay, so
she's not missing this.
She ain't missing this.
Oh
So
my
how
God.
cool! So
that's too cool.
And the other thing that I thought was interesting is that each of the young men they've won a Super Bowl ring already.
Oh yes, they have.
Okay, so this isn't their first time at the rodeo.
No.
But somebody's gonna have
bragging
bragging
rights.
rights. So Thanksgiving this year, somebody's gonna be talking trash, or
So-
in brotherly fashion.
Yes,
in
of
brotherly
course.
fashion. So congratulations to the Kelseys. Just fantastic.
Okay, what else we got here?
So what else we have this week? We checked out on TV. Really great award show.
The
Everybody.
NFL
We live in a
honors.
society. Everybody gets awards now. The whole world gets
everybody
awards.
gets awards.
Pets will be next.
Yeah.
Everybody gets awards for what
if
you
they're
do.
not already being awarded.
Yes, yeah. So.
No, they are. The dog show. But now,
Oh,
go
yeah.
ahead,
That's
go ahead.
NFL honors.
Yes.
Oh, that was
That was a great
fantastic
show.
with Kelly Clark. That's my girl, Kelly Clarkson. Love that woman. Adorable. Can sing, personable. But that's I'm going off again on.
Okay. Yeah, going off again.
Tyler's Talk Football, sort of.
Sort of.
This I'm doing more sort of. Okay. NFL honors, fantastic show. All the NFL athletes were there. Pretty much, not too many of the ones who were in the Super Bowl, but most of the others were. The room was filled with just positivity. And these young men, I got to tell you, 2 or 3 things that caught my eye, honey. I'm so excited.
I know
fast.
you are. I know you are.
I'm so excited. They look so handsome. How often
Out of uniform, right?
How often do you get a chance to see these players
All
suited up? Their hair was tight. They look so handsome, and they brought a human element. How often do you hear them speak?
Yes.
I mean, we always see them behind that big old head mask and their
Helmet,
helmet, and they're kind of grimy from the game because they're
I know.
So they look fantastic. Now, do you want me to continue?
We'll continue.
Okay.
Please.
One of the things that just brought a tear to my eye was fantastic. Shirley Ralph introduced, and Jim Kelly, the fantastic quarterback for the Buffalo Bills from back in the day. Damar Hamlin walked on stage.
Oh yeah, that was something
Did
else.
that young man look like, he didn't look like what he'd been through, that's for sure.
No, he
you would
looked
never
great.
know. He
looked
looked
great.
so nice in his suit. He's, these guys, once they're out of their uniforms, they look to me smaller.
Yeah.
Except the big burger guys, the linebackers. But the offensive and the running back, very nice and trim. And, he looks
especially nice. All the first responders.
Oh my goodness! On
that
stage,
was great.
The first responders, the medical team, and particularly he shouted out the person who gave him CPR because I don't know the man's name now, but part of the Bills staff, as well as the Cincinnati hospital, medical center, the Buffalo General, anybody that had anything to do with helping, along with, of course, God's assistant. God made this miracle happen. It was fantastic.
Yes.
So he thanked everyone, and he was just outstanding.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott.
Dak.
Isn't he something?
Yeah, he is something else. He's really a great guy.
You know, I gotta say,
all around.
I didn't know much about Dak because I really don't follow the Cowboys. But since we're now doing a sort of a retrospective in honor of all things not Giants and Bills, I'd say Dak Prescott is the Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Man of the Year.
The Walter Payton.
Kudos.
Yes, kudos.
Dak Prescott.
Presented annually by the NFL to any player who contributes to philanthropy and community impact.
Right.
As well as his excellence on the field. Prior to 1999, honey, it was simply called the NFL Man of the Year.
Right.
So now it's, of course, kudos to the great Chicago Bears running back, the great Walter Payton. May he rest in peace.
Yes.
Now, Dak Prescott's foundation is called Faith, Fight, Finish Foundation. His mom died from colon cancer a few years after he got into the NFL. Very, very close with his mom. His backstory is very intriguing. He was raised in a trailer park. And his mom raised 3 boys, all athletes. So Dak is very humble, very transparent, and I just fell in love with him. I love people who just tell it like it is. Don't try to polish it up. We all come from something.
Exactly.
Okay? And he's also been very open about suicide prevention and mental health. Sad thing, very tragic thing happened.
Yeah.
During COVID, his brother committed suicide. So congratulations. Our condolences, of course, but congratulations to Dak on winning the
job well done.
Job well done. And Hugh, you may want to talk about who was the MVP.
Well, Patrick Mahomes was voted the MVP. Well deserving, although it was a close vote. Jalen Hurts was right behind him. And kudos to both those young men. They're in the Super Bowl. What can you say? But Patrick had a phenomenal year. He didn't have all his targets like he had last year.
What do you mean by targets?
Well, he had other wide receivers, other people on the team last year that really were outstanding, and they were focused. But he still has Travis Kelce this year as number 1 target, and he just made it happen. Even when he was injured, he made it happen.
Incredible.
I tell you,
limping around on one ankle.
Yeah, he is something else, and so MVP to Patrick Mahomes, well-deserved young man.
Yes, congratulations. You know what, honey? Another thing I want to just briefly mention. These 2 quarterbacks, their demeanor, their presentation, how they conduct themselves is outstanding. Jalen Hurts, 24 years old. Okay, his first time at the rodeo tonight. And Patrick Mahomes, is he 27?
27, I believe.
My goodness, young. And that to me is so much pressure. And particularly for Jalen, who's Patrick has been here before, okay? But this is Jalen's first time, but in some of the press interviews I've seen, cool, calm, collective.
And collective.
Very nice, very a delightful young man. Just delightful.
Okay.
Both of them quite handsome indeed. And God bless their parents. I got to throw it in.
Yeah,
you gotta,
of course.
And also about Jalen Hurts, once again, we mentioned it earlier in the season. You're laughing.
Yeah, I'm laughing.
But they are both handsome, nice, and young men. Jalen Hurts' dad was his coach. We want to reiterate that. That's going to be such a prideful moment today.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Mr. and Mrs. Hurts.
Prideful moment.
Raised, and the Mahomes family, Mr. and Mrs. Mahomes raised a fine young man. So
fine young man.
Incredible.
Okay.
Incredible. Yes.
Yes, and so outside of those 2, we know that there's going to be a wonderful halftime show.
Oh, my goodness. This is going to be outstanding.
Yeah.
But there's so many. There's so many that have been outstanding. Yes, Rihanna. She is a beautiful woman.
Oh, she is.
And quite the entertainer.
And
businesswoman.
And businesswoman.
Billionaire, honey. Billionaire. Billionaire
Oh,
she
boy.
is. Okay, so Rihanna,
Anyway.
I can't. Her repertoire of songs, her body of work. Who knows what she's gonna sing? I like that umbrella. My umbrella.
She's got so many hits.
Yeah, she's
I
got
hope she
so.
gets through most of them.
Oh my goodness, and it's all the hoopla around it.
Right.
It's not just Rihanna coming on stage. It's lights. It's action. It's sets. It's just this is like a movie production.
Right.
So Rihanna's gonna kill it, I am sure, as well as of course my Chris Stapleton is gonna do the national anthem, and Babyface.
Yes.
And also Miss Shirley Ralph.
Yeah, yes.
Everybody's she's my friend in my
Everybody's
head.
around. Right,
Yeah,
right.
from Connecticut. She's going to sing the Lift Every Voice and Sing. So it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be fantastic.
Yes, and you know, I tell you, the other side of the Super Bowl, you know, we hear about it'd be the most bet sporting event, people betting sporting event ever. It's kind of crazy to be at least 50 million people betting on the game, and they'll be wagering about $16 billion.
Can you imagine?
I can't imagine that.
Can you imagine?
But you know, when you have everything at the tip of your hand, right there in your phone,
dangerous if you ask me.
it's dangerous for those who
This
do
right.
have
This
a
is
gambling problem.
This is dangerous. This is dangerous.
It can very well be. But and Arizona is one of those states out of maybe one of the 36, 37 states that allow legal gambling. So it's going to be crazy. It's
You know
going
what
to be
I
crazy.
saw today, honey, on the
But
Today
just
Show?
bet
I'm sorry.
wisely is just
Don't
what
be
I
a
have to
fool.
say.
Don't lose your
be a
house.
fool. Yeah,
Don't lose your house.
Don't lose your house.
Guess what I saw on the Today Show today?
What's that, dear?
They interviewed. They interviewed a guy,
Yeah.
and he cashed in his 401k
Oh,
for the ticket
For a
to go.
ticket.
$6,400.
$6,400,
I
and
said-
that's the average ticket.
The
but
average ticket, he cashed in his
he
401k.
okay.
So
Just to get there.
just to get there, and it's a moment. This
It's
is-
come a long way, those ticket prices, that's for sure.
Yeah, they
My
have.
goodness.
They have. And you think we'll ever go? If you're Giants, I mean, if the Bills ever make
Well,
it, they'll never
you
have
know
it in
what?
the Bills because we don't have a dome.
Well, we'll have to see if they get there. But the only thing about that, you have to get those tickets way in advance, and you know, there's no guarantee who will be there. But at the same time, it is a once in a lifetime event.
How
no matter
exciting.
what teams you enjoy.
I'm so excited. I don't know why I'm
And, you know,
feeling this.
excuse me.
Yeah.
It may be possible. Okay.
Now, you know the other thing I think we should talk about today, sweetie?
What's that?
Oh my goodness, this huge security detail.
Ah.
Please.
It's the most secure event, and this year is even more so. I mean, how could you be even more secure than you were last year? But
Is it
they
10,000
are
cops? 10,000?
I mean, I don't know about 10,000 cops, but I'd say maybe about 10,000 law enforcement,
Law
whether
enfor-
they're
yeah,
cops
whatever,
or not. I mean,
yeah.
I'm just throwing out this number. I don't know if it's true or not.
There's so many agencies
But, yeah.
involved with this.
Eyes in the
Eyes in the sky,
sky,
boots on the ground,
boots on the
dogs,
ground,
drug sniffing,
dogs.
bomb sniffing. It is an
everything.
awesome.
Cameras everywhere.
Oh my goodness!
Okay.
It's something
I
else.
mean, it is crazy, but it's necessary in these days and times.
They're expecting. Now the stadium holds how many? You said about
I'd say about
80,000,
70,
90,000?
80,000.
Okay, humans there.
Yeah.
But over 1 million worldwide viewers. This is
More than a million.
Okay,
More
so this is
than
a
a million.
this Super Bowl is just a big thing.
Many more than a million.
It's almost. Why don't they make it a holiday?
Well,
Why
I
don't
mean,
you
it's
think?
holiday for some who take
win.
Monday off.
And if Philly,
I've done that before.
You know, and if Philly wins, you know what they're notorious for, right?
What's
Those they grease the poles because those
Oh,
Eagles,
yeah.
they're climbing the poles, they're
Yeah,
drinking,
yeah,
and you know,
yeah.
have fun. This is all like we said
You don't
when
have
we
to go
started.
crazy,
Yeah,
but
have fun, have
if
fun,
you're
and
the winners.
have fun, and stay safe, and
Right.
that's all. You know, that's what it's all about.
That's what it's really all about.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's an event like no other.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl, and we hope that for many of you viewers who are going to be going out to see it, stay safe, please. Have a designated driver in case, you know, you drink too much.
Please do. It's nothing's worth all that.
And for those of you who will be comfortably enjoying it at home,
Like us.
we will.
Like, we got to get some food in here.
Oh, we will
what are we
after
gonna
this
eat?
show.
You know what? What are we gonna eat today?
I don't know yet, but
What do you want to eat?
well, let me think
some
about
wings?
that. Let me think about that because you know wings are the favorite type of thing. I mean, but
And
you
a
know,
nice salad with
yeah,
it?
of course, salad, some other stuff. I mean, you know, when we get there,
This man is
we'll
a foodie,
figure it out.
folks.
We'll figure it out.
This
That's right.
I'm married to a man that loves food like no other.
I can't help it.
You know, he does. And he's a good cook, too. But that's, once again, we're
That-
getting
that-
off
that-
on
that's
We're
another
getting off
subject
the rails.
for-
Yeah.
Another time.
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, you know, I tell you, it's been a wonderful year. And
It flew by since
it flew
September.
by pretty
Gee.
quickly. Well, actually, we started in November.
Right. But next year.
But next year we're gonna pick it up right at the beginning of the year. And so you know,
what do they call that before the first
well,
game?
the preseason
Yeah.
is in August, and but the season will start in September, and that's when we'll pick it up.
Yes.
You know, and we'll be very happy to see you back, and for those who has not subscribed yet, please do. We'll keep you in our thoughts, and you keep us in your thoughts.
We've had a ball. Okay,
yes.
This has been our first attempt to do this type of show together, and I couldn't have asked for anything better. Just
Yes.
fun.
Now, it's time for our prediction.
Oh yes! How did we forget?
No, we didn't forget.
Okay.
You first,
Woohoo!
Mrs. T.
Well, you want to know who I predict? Let me just put all of our stuff away because we are just about done. And I predict, or let me just say this, who I'm rooting for. I am rooting for Philly, the Eagles. You want to know why?
Why is that?
They're cheesesteaks.
Cheesesteaks.
That food is so good. My reason has nothing to do at all with football. I like their cheesesteaks. I love their food. And also, I have never been to KC. I'm sure it's a lovely town. But I have been to Philly. We've been there. Love that place. Oh, so full of
So
history.
you want Philadelphia to win?
Okay, yeah, because I like the cheesesteaks. And also, there's a lot of celebrities from Philadelphia. Kevin Hart comes to mind. When Philly won a few years ago, okay, he was so lit, and he was on the field running around like a little Energizer bunny. So I want to see Kevin act a fool again.
Oh.
So my reasons have nothing at all to do with performance, and also, but I'd say besides the silly things I've said, Jalen, I want him to win his first one. Patrick, they're both my sons, but Patrick has the ring already. I'm pulling for the underdog, and I don't even know if he's Jalen. No, they're not the underdog. Actually, they're up by one point.
One and a half, I believe.
Okay, but I'm pulling for Jalen because this will give him his first one. He's 24 years old, and I like the food.
Okay.
How about you, honey?
How about me? Well, first and foremost, I want Kansas City to win. And reason number one is because Philadelphia Eagles took care of my New York Giants.
Oh, honey.
So we don't need for Philly to win this year.
Are you a spoil sport?
I'm not a spoil sport. I'm only telling you like it is and what it is. So there you go.
Down with
Kansas City all the way. All right?
Okay.
But I certainly would like to see a good game, and I know there will be. And no, don't disrespect the Philadelphia. They've had a great year.
Oh,
they
fantastic.
have a great team. But so does Kansas City. And I think that, like I said earlier,
they're evenly matched,
when
aren't they?
it comes down to it, it's not just Patrick Mahomes versus Jalen Hurts. And I think that the coaches may have a lot to do with it. Andy Reid is formidable. And I think that that's going to be a factor. Both defenses are pretty even, although Philly has a pretty good one, and they may be just a slight bit better. The offenses are evenly matched. They both score a lot of points.
Oh, this is going to be a tight
But
game.
my prediction is Kansas City all the way.
What's your score prediction?
Oh, my score prediction, let me see. I'd say
Let's see how good you are.
31-27, Kansas City.
Okay, I don't have a prediction. I
No,
just
there's
want to eat.
don't.
I predict that we're going to have
We're gonna have
good wings.
We're gonna have some good wings and others and
Yes.
other food, and I mean we'll see what the menu will bring.
We'll be down here in this This is our basement.
Yes,
We'll be
it's our
down here.
basement.
We'll be
Yeah,
down here.
big screen and-
we'll be down here eating and just enjoying life.
Just enjoying this big game today.
Yes.
So, without further ado, we wish you all the very best. Enjoy the game. It's been wonderful.
Thank you for being
Being your
awesome.
host.
Thank you for being awesome this year.
That's right.
For checking us out.
For checking us out.
And we can't wait to come back in September.
In September.
So see you in September.
September.
Bye.
Enjoy the games, everyone.
Have a good time.
Have a great time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.